Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lovington Lady Cat Basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bob's Thriftway, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, the Lovington Municipal Schools, Devon Energy, Western States Insurance, Lovington Auto Supply, and Stone Oilfield Services. This is your Stone Oilfield Service pre. I'm TJ Miracle as we get ready for a battle of the Wildcats tonight. From here at Wildcat Gym, it is our 11-3 Lady Cats taking on the 10-3 Lady Cats of Clovis. Great to have you along tonight. Of course, last night the Lovington Lady Cats getting back underway in 2024 and a dominating performance against the Eunice Lady Cardinals in a Lee County matchup, 60-18 in that matchup, and just a dominating performance for Coach Chief Bridgeforth and his squad. 3 players last night getting in double digits, but all 9 girls that got into the game got into the scorebook. 13 points for Ashlyn Barunda, who was a rebound shy of a double-double. She finished up with 13 points to go along with 8 rebounds. Malaya Castro had 13 points in the game, too. She had 4 rebounds. And Elizabeth Buendia, Liz with 13 points and 3 rebounds in the ball game. Erlyn Saucedo just missing the double-digit club. She finished up with 8 last night out on the court. Then had 4 points for Luisa Cardenas, 3 points for Carly Knapp, 2 points Aubrey Aranda, 2 points Myra Castro, and 2 points Carly Greben. A dominating performance last night, in addition to putting 60 on the board, slightly more than their season average. Also rebounded 36 times last night as a team. Only 14 turnovers. It was really pretty much Lovington's game from the word go in that one. One thing I know that they are going to want to look at and do differently tonight is when they get opportunities from the free throw line, they've got to take advantage of them. A little bit sloppy last night from the stripe, just 7 of 20 from the free throw line. And this is a 60% shooting free throw team, so well under their season average last night. But a lot to be happy about last night. Of course, getting a win over a quality 2A opponent, but it's going to be a little bit tougher tonight with the Clovis Lady Wildcats in town. Clovis comes in at 10-3 on the season under longtime head coach Jeff Reed. The Lady Wildcats of Clovis, the purple edition, if you will, are right now number 6 in Class 5A, averaging right at 55 points a game. So them and Lovington pretty much right on the button with each other when it comes to the points per game. But Clovis a lot more consistent, especially from the field. They're shooting 42% from the field. So, what is that, 4 out of 10? Even I can do the math on that one. They're maybe not as strong from behind the arc as Coach Reed would like. They're shooting 25% from there, and they're right at a 60% free throw shooting team too. So one thing about Clovis, about the Lady Wildcats and about the Wildcat boys too, is they are always going to be tough and physical. So 10-3 on the season, and they've had a pretty good run thus far. Of course, for the Clovis edition of the Lady Cats, they are really tuning up for district, and really that district is all about the Hobbs Lady Eagles. Hobbs tonight in action up at the Albuquerque Metro Tournament, going to be getting underway here in about 20 minutes or so from West Mesa High School. My partner in crime, Dawn Morgan, is there, and she'll have that game on the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel and also on Eagle 100.5. So best of luck to the Lady Eagles, as Lovington tonight will try and hold up Lee County's into the bargain against that team from up north that wears purple. We'll take a quick timeout, come back and continue. This is your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan on assignment at the APS Metro Tournament tonight with the Hobbs Lady Eagles. That game getting ready to get underway on Eagle 100.5 and the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel. The Hobbs Eagles falling in their first round game against the 4A number 1 Highland Hornets just a few minutes ago. So that means the Hobbs Eagles will continue their journey at the APS Metro Tournament tomorrow at 5:30. Of course, listen in to the sports report tomorrow morning. We will have the complete recap for you on that. Continuing your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show from here at Wildcat Gym, a battle of the Lady Cats tonight. So look for Clovis to come out, and they want to really work on some things and see where they are. Lovington is going to be very comparative to Hobbs, and Lovington probably doesn't shoot the 3 ball quite as good as the Hobbs Lady Eagles, and sometimes they're not quite as fast in transition, but this is a tough, fast, physical team that will move and will play in transition. So Clovis is going to be looking at that going, all right, let's see what we can do. Coach Jeff Reed, you've got to think, has put this team together specifically in the hopes and with the plan of taking out Hobbs when they get into the district season. Clovis is led on the court by Zari Lewis. She has averaging 17.7 points a game. She's also their leading rebounder with 7 boards per ball game. Only one other scorer, though, in double digits, and that's Kaylin Jefferson. She's averaging 12.2, so the team averaging right at 55 points a game, but 30 of them are coming from those 2 players. If you can find a way to slow down either one of them or maybe even shut down Jefferson, that's going to force somebody else to have to step up, and that could be a good thing for the Lovington Lady Cats. Liz Buendia leads the Lady Cats. She's averaging 18 points per game and a little under her average last night, but still a very good game against the Eunice Lady Cardinals last night as the teams continuing their warm-ups. Lovington tonight looks like they are going to have 8 on the roster. Yeah, they started with the Magnificent 7, went to the Terrific 10, and now they're with the Elite 8. On the court for Lovington, and we will have the starters for you here in just a few minutes. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and give you those starters. Starting 5 tonight for your Lovington Lady Cats, it'll be senior Myra Castro. Malaya Castro also getting the start tonight. Ashlyn Barunda. Then it'll be Liz Buendia and Erlyn Salcido. Salcido will get the start at the post/center position. For the Clovis Lady Wildcats, it'll be Giovanna Cordova getting the start tonight. Number 3, Zari Lewis. No big surprise there. Number 20, Amanda De La Rosa. Number 30, Kaylin Jefferson. And number 42, Mackenzie Roche. Roche averaging 5 rebounds a game, so she can be a force on the boards for Clovis. Rest of the lineup for Coach Chief Bridgeforth's Lovington Lady Cats is number 3, Luisa Cardenas. Number 5, Aubrey Aranda. Number 22, Carly Greben. That will be the 8 Lady Cats for the Blue and White Cats tonight. Rest of the roster for the Clovis version of the Lady Cats is Carrion Phillips, Angelina Armillo, Aspen Ulabare, Asia Gonzalez, Katie Arce, Bryn Petner, and Carrington Goff. As the two teams have headed over to their respective benches, getting ready for the introduction of the squads and the national anthem, we will wrap up your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show and come back with the tip-off. This has been your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show from the good folks at Stone Oilfield Service. For all your oilfield service needs, give the good folks at Stone Oilfield Service a call. We appreciate them being proud supporters of Lovington Wildcat and Lady Cat sports. We'll be back for the tip-off as Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment from Noel Mark Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need. They have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle flying solo tonight. Dawn Morgan on assignment at the APS Metro Tournament with the Hobbs Lady Eagles. So we get ready for this one. Your starting 5 for Coach Jeff Reed's 6th-ranked 5A Clovis Lady Wildcats. It'll be Gianna Cordova, Zari Lewis, Amanda De La Rosa, Kaylin Jefferson, and Mackenzie Roche. For your Lovington Lady Cats under Coach Chief Bridgeforth, number 6 in Class 4A, 11-3 on the season. It'll be Castro, Barunda, Buendia, and Salcedo. Lovington is in the home white unis with the blue letters and numbers. Lady Cats in block letters on the front. For the Lady Cats of Clovis, they are in the road purple with the silver letters and numbers, and Clovis in block letters on the front. So heading out to the big Wildcat at center court, ready to go as it'll be Roche to take the jump against Salcedo. As the officials checking on something right quick. And here we go. And so you'll have Buendia, Salcedo, and Malaya Castro. They are your front court. Barunda and Myra Castro in the back court. It'll be Roche, Jefferson, and Lewis up front for Clovis. And the opening tip will be controlled by the Lovington Lady Cats. Into the front court comes Lovington, as it'll be Myra with it. She takes it to the right side. We'll hand it off to Buendia. Buendia throwing it underneath, and getting through on the back door was Barunda. Her shot up no good, but Salcedo with the rebound, and Erlene is fouled. She'll head to the line to shoot 2 as they will call the hack foul on De La Rosa, her first personal, and that will be the first team foul. So the inbound will come into Salcedo. Salcedo losing the ball, but there to save it is Buendia. Liz drives into the left lane. Her shot up no good, and it'll be Jefferson with the rebound. Lovington missing a couple of golden opportunities. To the front court comes Clovis. Roche, and they'll push it around to Lewis. Lewis for 3, right wing. That one is off the mark, and it'll wind up in the hands of Barunda, but she gets her pocket picked, and that ball will go out of bounds, and they're talking about it, and last touch by Clovis. Sorry, taking care of some behind-the-scenes stuff here. And we'll try and keep up with it. So off the inbound, no score. And it'll be Buendia into the front court. Hands it off to Malaya. Tosses it over to Barunda. Ashland drives through, loses the basketball off of her foot. And that'll be the first turnover for Lovington. So Clovis basketball again. Just bear with me. And a steal by Lovington, and they will get it to a breaking Buendia, and Liz will lay it up and in off of the steal. So Lovington will take the early 2-0 lead. So back down comes Clovis under full court pressure. Lovington will steal it away. Barunda feeds it forward and just overthrows, leading a little bit too much for Malaya. Second turnover for Lovington. Now Lovington with the early 2-0 lead. And it'll be Clovis basketball with 6:39 remaining here in the first. Full court pressure is on, and Lovington will force the third turnover, but gives it right back to Clovis. Third turnover for Clovis, and we will have a foul called on the floor as Myra at the hack on Jefferson, I'm thinking. Yep, no, they're going to not the hack, the block. First personal, first team foul on Lovington. It is on the floor. So it'll be Lewis to inbound right of her own bucket. She will push it underneath to Jefferson, who is fouled, and she will get the bucket. No, Jefferson with the first points of the ball game. And they will go for three the old-fashioned way as the second quick personal picked up by Myra. Her second personal, second team foul. And Jefferson at the line for three the old-fashioned way. So at the line, Jefferson for the and one. Puts it up, and that one is off the mark, and Salcedo will have the rebound. So we are tied at 2, 90 seconds into the first. Feed it forward to Aubrey Arando, just checked into the ball game. For Castro, who's in a little bit of trouble. Buendia, little spin move. Has to be careful, doesn't pick up the pivot foot. Give it back to Liz, and the Lady Cats will reset. Myra is still on the floor. I thought she'd come out. They'll hand it off to Aubrey, and she gets the pocket picked by Jefferson. Third turnover for Lovington. Jefferson takes it coast to coast, and Buendia going to foul her. So Jefferson will head to the line to shoot two. All tied at 2, 2 minutes and 5 seconds gone here in the first. So they will call the hold foul on Liz. Now Kaylin Jefferson back at the line. And Jefferson toes the stripe, puts up the first, and that one is good. She is 50-50 from the line, and that will give Clovis the 3-2 lead. Lovington has had their opportunities, but has not been able to cash in so far. So Jefferson at the line gives Clovis the 1-point lead. Second shot on the way, and that one will get the shooter's roll. So now it is 4-2 in favor of Clovis. The Clovis JV taking care of Lovington's JV earlier this evening. 58-6 the final in that one, as the varsity looking to not have that happen to Salcedo, who gives it off to Malaya, who gives it off to Liz. WNBA 3, top of the arc, and bang! Liz Buendia makes it a 5-4 ball game. Lovington in the lead as back down comes Clovis. Give it to Lewis, and her shot is up, no good, and they'll call the block foul on Salcedo. The Lovington faithful not liking it. Earlene's first. That'll be the fourth team foul on Lovington, and that'll put Lewis at the line to shoot two. Third trip to the line tonight for Clovis. And the first one is up and good, and we are tied at 5 apiece. 5:23 remaining in the first period. Battle of the Lady Cats tonight here in Lovington. Second shot is up for Lewis, and it is good. So that'll give Clovis the 6-5 lead. As Liz will run the point, brings it into the front court. Splits a couple of Clovis. Gives it to Malaya, who will hand it to Aubrey, back to Liz. Buendia working against Jefferson, who will get whistled for the reach foul. Her first personal, second team foul on Clovis. Will be on the floor, so stays Lovington basketball. So Lovington from the far sideline in front of the student section. You've got Castro, Buendia, Salcedo, and Aranda on the floor for Lovington. Buendia works against Jefferson, gets a little pick. And then he'll pull up from 15, and that one is off the arc. Fight for it, and it'll be Roche with the rebound. Clovis will bring it back the other way. Had a chance to pull the trigger on a little transition there, did not. Trying to get it inside, and Salcedo steps in to the lane. Fourth turnover. Lovington almost losing it right back to him. They will control as Buendia to Castro. Malaya back to Liz. as Lovington will reset the offense with 4.5 minutes remaining in the first. 6-5, Clovis in the lead. Salcido hands it off to Buendia. Takes it out, 17-footer from the right arc, and it is up and good. Liz will give it a 7-6 Lovington lead. She has all 7 of the Wildcat points. Into the front court comes Lewis, goes through traffic, runs into 3 Lady Cats, and wow, turnaround jumper, and they are going to call the hack foul on Myra. So Myra's picked up her 3rd personal, and that will put Clovis in the double bonus for the remainder of the first period. Ari Lewis at the line is 2 for 2. Puts up the first, and it is good. It ties this game at 7 apiece. Now Myra's going to have to check out. Malaya checks out too as Barunda checks back in. Also checking in Luisa Cardenas, her first action of the night. Second shot up for Lewis, and it is good. She is 4 of 4 from the line. She has half of Clovis's points. It's 8-7 Purple Cats. As Liz into the front court, will hand it off to Aranda. Aranda back to Buendia. Buendia hippity hop through the lane, puts up a little push shot, and she is pushed. And she'll head to the line to shoot 2. They will whistle that one on Jefferson, her 2nd personal, 3rd team foul on Clovis. And it'll be Lovington's first trip to the line tonight. Buendia, normally a very good shooter. Had some trouble last night from the free throw line. Went 50-50 last night. 2 of 4. As Liz will take the deep breath, bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, and in and out. So the score remains 8-7 Clovis, right at the halfway mark of the first quarter. As you'll have Roche and Asia Gonzalez, who just checked in up front for Clovis. Second on the way for Buendia is up, and it is good, and we are tied at 8 apiece. Full court press is on. Cardenas guarding Cordova, goes through traffic, loses it off her foot. Roche is there, gets it into the corner for Lewis for 3. They left her open, and she made them pay. 3 points right there for Lewis, makes it 11-8 ball game. 7 points now for Lewis. As Buendia steps back, sends it the other way. That one is off the glass, and scrambling for the rebound is Barunda, but can't get to it. It'll go out of bounds, and so back into the hands of Clovis. Well, the inbound will come in from Ulabati, who just checked in momentarily, or a moment ago, I should say, and a bad pass stolen away by Barunda, and she is going to get fouled. They're going to whistle that one on Cordova, her first personal, 4th team foul. Coach Jeff Reed just kind of shakes his head over there. In for Clovis will be Bryn Petner. And that was on the floor. Lovington basketball as the high inlet pass comes to Aranda at center court. Aubrey going to work against Ulabati. Gives it off to Liz. Buendia working against Petner to Aranda. Left wing for 3 and bang! Aubrey Aranda drains the tray, and we are tied at 11. Through the front court, it'll be Petner. Bounce pass into the right corner for Roche. Tries to get it inside, and Salcido tips it away. 5th turnover forced by the Lovington Lady Cats. Give it back to Lovington as they will bring it down into the front court. As Buendia directs traffic as she works against Ulabati. Pop a shot from the right side. That one is off the arc, but there with the rebound is going to be Barunda, but no foul as it goes out of bounds. As Castro will come back in. It was tipped by one of the Clovis players, so it'll stay Lovington basketball. Castro, Salcido, Aranda, and Cardenas on the floor for Lovington. It'll be Malaya to pull the trigger, and she will push it in to Cardenas, to Aranda. Ulabar gets to her quickly. She'll leave it off for Malaya for 3. That one is going to be short, and the long rebound by Ulabati. She'll bring it back the other way, drives in, takes it into the right lane, and up and in for Aspen Ulabati. She'll make it a 13-11 Clovis lead. 2.5 to go in the first. Lovington running with a little bit of a short bench, especially in the first half. Greben played in the JV game, so she's not eligible until the second half. Throw it into Salcido at the free throw line. Back out to Malaya, and that one is going to be tipped and into the hands of Clovis as Petner to the front court. A little spin move to get out of traffic. She'll come to Ulabati near side. Of course, Lovington also without the services of Abigail Schausch. She's back on the IR right now to Petner, top of the arc. Throw it inside to Lewis, who basically cracks Salcido in the nose. No call on the foul, but they do call her for the travel. So that'll be the sixth turnover on Clovis. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half, or rather the first quarter. Lovington with a chance to tie or take the lead, and a bad pass. That one just too hot to handle for Cardenas. Turnover number 5 for Lovington. And back for Clovis. Ulabati to Petner. You also have Lewis, Armijo, and Gonzalez on the floor. Inside to Lewis, and she'll put up one as it rolls over the front of the rim, and it is good. 15-11, a 4-point Clovis lead, their biggest of the ball game. To Myra. Picks up the dribble. Petner all over. Tough pressure. Throw the fastball, and somehow Aubrey gets to it. Aranda using up the dribble, getting it. Bump, no call inside on Barunda. Now they'll reset with Myra. Long cross-court pass to Aubrey. Right corner for three, and bang! Aubrey Aranda has her second tray of the ball game, and Lovington back to within one. As Petner to the front court. Toss it in, try and get it, and back to Petner. Now they'll come right side to Armijo. Takes it to the right baseline underneath to Lewis, and they will count the bucket and the foul. They let her get behind them and through them, and they paid for it that time. See who they're going to get for sure on that one. So, yeah, count the bucket, and they will call that one on Aranda. Aubrey's first personal. Clovis was already in the double bonus, so 17-14. And Zadae Lewis at the line where she is a perfect 4 of 4. Trying to get it back to a 4-point Clovis lead. Lewis, the and one is up, and it is good. She is 5 of 5 from the line. Now 18-14 is the score to Barunda. Bounce pass to Myra. Get it to Malaya. Swing it over to Cardenas, then back to Castro as Malaya directs traffic as she will work against Ulabati. Looking for a little room, switches hands, goes into the left corner for Myra. Over to Cardenas, a little head fake. Cardenas, though, is trapped up quickly by Roche. Now over to Myra, left wing for three. That one is off the mark and off the tip. It'll be Aubrey Aranda. Aubrey tosses it back out, but that one is going to be stolen away. Is coming back is De La Rosa, and her shot is up no good, and they will whistle Malaya for the personal foul, and that will put Clovis at the line for two more. Another trip to the free throw line for the Clovis Lady Cats as Amanda De La Rosa off of the steal heads to the line. Each team with 6 turnovers now. And De La Rosa with an opportunity here to get in the scorebook, and her first is up, and it is good. And now 19-14, a 5-point Clovis lead. They are right now 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Lovington just 1 of 2. Too many fouls, especially with the short bench. Second one for De La Rosa's up. No good, and it'll be Myra with the rebound, and they'll throw it to a breaking Malaya, and up and in for Castro. Castro to Castro. Makes it a 19-16 lead with 3, with 2, with 1, and it is saved in, but right into the hands of the Lovington Lady Cats, but no shot attempt before the buzzer, so we have played a quarter from here at Wildcat Gym. Lovington trailing Clovis 19-16. Back in a minute as Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle, the Lone Ranger tonight. Don Morgan on assignment up at the APS Metro Tournament. Great to have you with us, so I'm never actually flying solo. So 19-16, Clovis in the lead as we start the second quarter. On the floor for Lovington, it will be the starting 5: Castro, Buendia, Barunda, and Salcido. For Clovis, looks like they'll have their starters on the floor too. Oh, pardon me, that's Ulabati out there. Ulabati, De La Rosa. They'll work it on the inbound and get it to Cordova. Top of the arc to De La Rosa, inside to Lewis, who had 12 points in the first quarter. And the rebound for Roche, and that is up over the backboard and out. It'll be Lovington basketball. So 12 points for Lewis. She did most of the damage in that first quarter for Clovis. 12 of their 19 go in her column. She is averaging 17 points, nearly 18 a game. Hand it off to Malaya. Lovington basketball. Castro to Myra. Thinks about the three. Now she'll come to Liz, and she'll reconnect with it right in front of the Clovis bench. Hand it off to Malaya. Uses up the dribble. Needs some help. Bad pass. It'll be tipped. And turnover number 7 for the Lovington Lady Cats. Bounce it over to Ulabati. Now top of the arc. De La Rosa for 3, and that one is going to be in and out. Lewis with her first rebound. She'll kick it out to Cordova. Her shot in and out, and Lovington fighting each other for the rebound, and it'll stay Clovis basketball. As Castro and Barunda, I think, forgot that they were wearing the same color jersey that time. So it'll be Lewis to pull the trigger on the inbound. She'll get it to Cordova. Come to De La Rosa. Top of the circle, and then a bad pass stolen away by Barunda. Ashland will bring it back down. Give it to Liz, playing trailer, and misses the layup. And Cordova with the rebound. Lovington has missed some golden opportunities so far early in this one. Coming over to De La Rosa on the right wing. Now to Cordova. She'll back it out over towards the left sideline to Ulabati in the left corner. Ulabati cycles it back around as they'll come to De La Rosa. Right wing for 3, and she makes them pay. De La Rosa now with 4 points in the ball game, as Clovis strikes first in the second quarter. 22-16, 6-point lead. Biggest of the game for the Purple Cats. Give it off to Malaya, back to Liz, trying to get the inlet to Salcido. They will. Erlin misses the shot, gets her own rebound. Her putback won't go, but she's fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. Third rebound for Salcido, as they will whistle that foul on Roche. That'll be her first personal. First team foul in the quarter on Clovis. And so at the line will be Salcido. Her first trip to the stripe. The first one is up, and Erlen short arms it. And the second one is up, and it is good. Sorry again, I'm handling some behind-the-scenes stuff that really I have no business handling, but apparently I'm the only one who has the ability to text people, as they'll bounce it inside to Lewis, and up and in. 14 points for Lewis. Makes it 24-17. So to the front court. Buendia goes behind the back, thinks about shooting it from the free throw line. Will get it out. Now back out to Liz. Liz, the little crossover from the right wing for 3. That one is off the mark. And a fight for the rebound, and off of the tip. It'll wind up in the hands of De La Rosa. De La Rosa just going to walk it into the front court. A 24-17 lead for Clovis. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. as Cordova through traffic weaves her way through and gets the shot. It is up and in, and Coach Chief Bridgeforth going to take the timeout. It will be a 1-minute timeout. So with 5:23 remaining first half, Clovis 26, Lovington 17. We'll be back as Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball as Lovington trailing by 9 as Clovis has stretched things out just a little bit as Coach Chief Bridgeforth takes the timeout. And I think that was a good timeout. Buendia to the front court. We'll hand it off to Barunda, then to Salcido. Kick it over to Myra, back to Buendia. Trying to get it inside, bad pass, but it'll be saved. The high inlet pass comes to Erlin off the glass, no good. And the rebound will be made by Cordova. Clovis will run it back down the other way. So now Clovis in control, 4:50 remaining here in the first half of play, up by 9. This game was back and forth in the first, but Clovis has stretched it out. Right now they are on a 7-1 run. To Roche. She'll get it into the right corner. 3 on the way. That one is going to be off the mark. Salcido will have her 4th rebound and fighting for it. And one of the Clovis players goes down to Buendia, and she's going to get bumped from behind by Salcido, and that'll be the 8th turnover for Lovington. So again, Lovington with just some problems on the court. They've lost a couple of rebounds fighting each other, and then with the bump there that causes Buendia to kind of go sliding a little bit. So 8 turnovers. Let's not make it any worse than it is. 8 turnovers for both teams. So Lovington has had their chances in that. They have not yet capitalized. And so it'll be Cordova to Ulabati between the rings. Cardenas is checked in, as has Aranda. Hack out top of the arc, swing it over to Cordova. Left wing for 3, and that one is good. Cordova has her second tray of the ball game. And now it is 29-17, a 12-point lead, biggest of the ball game for Clovis. To Aubrey, her 3 shot from the right corner, and bang! Aranda, her 3rd 3-ball of the ball game. Gets Lovington back to within 9. Lewis to the front court, uses up the dribble. Oh, Roche almost travels. But she'll save it, and they'll give it to De La Rosa. Ulabati sets a little pick, and then we'll get the ball right back to De La Rosa, right wing. Her 3 shot on the way. That one no good. And it'll be Barunda with the rebound. That'll be the 3rd for Ashland. Leaves it off for Buendia. Liz to the front court. Little crossover, step back from the right elbow, and up and good. Liz now with 10 points in the ball game. 29-22. Lovington back to within 7. The full court press is on and almost stolen away by Malaya. She got in the passing lane and tipped it. Cordova will check out. Roche will check out for Clovis as Armijo and Petner come in. Buendia, Barunda, Malaya, Cardenas, and Aranda on the floor for the Lovington Lady Cats. Underhand it to Petner. She gets a screen from Armijo, uses up the dribble on her very tight as Cardenas. Throwing it back to Armijo, and yep, she travels. That'll be the 9th turnover for Clovis. So Lovington back to within 7. As they are going to try and cut the gap even more with under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. So Buendia will bring it across the timeline, uses up the dribble to the free throw line off the foot of Barunda, but there to save it is Aranda. Liz thinks about the three, but on her tight was Lewis. Get it inside to Ashlyn, and she's going to get fouled. They're going to whistle Petner for her first personal, second team foul, and now Ashlyn will head to the line to shoot two. Barunda 3 of 4 last night from the free throw line. So she will head to the line looking for her first points of the ball game. Ashlyn bends the knees, puts up the first, and it is off the mark, no good. So misses the first. She'll have a shot at a second one. 29-22, a 7-point Clovis lead. Went on a 7-0 run to start the second quarter. Second one for Ashlyn is up, and it is good. And that cuts it down to a 2-possession lead. 6 points up for Clovis to Lewis. She'll push it over into the left corner and then underneath to Petner on the right base. Her shot up, no good. Rebound going to be made by Gonzalez, and her put back no good, and she'll go to the line for two. They're going to whistle that one on Aranda. Aubrey's second personal, just the first team foul in the quarter on Lovington. Of course, as we mentioned, Lovington with just 8 girls on the roster tonight, and Carly Greben not eligible until the second half. She played in the JV game as the first one is up and no good for Gonzalez. So the score remains 29-23, 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Two number 6 teams in their respective classes. Second one is up and that one is no good, but Gonzalez going to wind up with her second rebound. Swiping it under the middle to Gonzalez from the right base. Shot up, no good. And off the tip, it'll be into the hands of Aranda, who turns it right back over to Clovis as Lewis will put it up and in. Lewis now with 16 points. Makes it a 31-23 ball game if I can get the score bug to cooperate. And a foul coming back down the other way as they will call Lewis for the block foul. Her first personal, third team foul on Clovis. And that will put Barunda back at the line to shoot 2 more. 31-23, 2:08 remaining first half. From here at Wildcat Gym. First shot on the way for Ashlyn, and it is in and out. Myra will check into the ball game for Luisa Cardenas. As Ashlyn at the line. We'll look for her second one as Cordova and Roche will check in for Clovis. We'll have Roche and Gonzalez on the front. Petner and Cordova, and then Lewis in the backcourt. Barunda missing the first, but Lai the second. As Ashlyn misses them both, as Lovington now under 50-50 for the game from the free throw line. Salcido will come into the ball game. So Erlin back in the ball game. You've got Buendia, Salcido, Castro, and Aranda on the floor for Clovis. Petner will bring it across the timeline, throws it to Lewis as Cordova takes a dive. Lewis keeps it, takes it, tosses it. Cordova, left corner, 3, and that one is off the iron. Ball is loose, and Aranda with the rebound, and Aubrey going to be fouled. For Aubrey, that's her third rebound of the ball game as they're going to call that one on number 40. That'll be on Petner, her second personal. Fourth team foul on Clovis, and it'll be Lovington basketball. As Petner comes out, Ulabati will go back in with 1:49 remaining in the first half. On the inbound, it'll come to Aubrey, and she'll start the offense. Give it off to Buendia. Buendia to Aranda, right corner. 3 ball on the way, and that one is off the side of the backboard. And Cordova will bring it back down for Clovis. So Clovis basketball leading 31-23, 90 seconds remaining here in the first half. To Roche, to Ulabati. Lovington in the man zone. Little reach for Buendia, knocks it away from Ulabati, but right into the hands of Cordova. So backing it up, coming near side to Roche. He uses a little double hand dribble, but keeps control to Lewis. to the free throw line with Roche. She'll go hard to the rack and count the bucket and the foul. Roche's first points of the ball game. And they will call the punch foul on Salcido, her second personal, just the second team foul on Lovington, but makes it 33-23. And Roche at the line for the and one. And the plus one is up, no good, and Salcido with her rebound. That'll be her fifth. So Lovington basketball trailing by 10, under a minute to play here in the first half. Bringing it around, trying to bounce it in between two Clovis players. Didn't work. Now in transition. Back down is Cordova, and she will miss the point blanker, but it is Roche with the rebound, and Clovis will reset, swing it over to Cordova, but she will step on the baseline. And 10th turnover for the Lady Cats of Clovis. So now Lovington desperately needing to convert here as Buendia into the offensive zone for Lovington. Push it over to Myra, back to Liz. Liz, bad pass, and that one going to be tipped away into the hands of Lewis. 11th turnover for Lovington. Lewis to Cordova, but Lewis is there, and she's going to get blocked, and it'll go right back into the hands of Lovington to Myra from Malaya, and she's going to get tied up, and then ball swatted away, and Myra touches it last. Just got a little bit off on her step sequence there and had a little trouble with a double clutch. Couldn't get the shot off. So 33-23, Clovis over Lovington. Still our score, 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. A lot to talk about in your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. As the inbound to De La Rosa gives it back to Luabati. Come near side to Cordova, and she's going to get her pocket picked as Liz will take it away from her. Buendia to the right lane, and she'll miss it, and Roche will wind up with the rebound, and then a foul going to be called on Lovington. Bad foul late. They are going to call the push foul on Myra. I think sure, is that going to be on Buendia? They're going to call that on Liz. That'll be her second personal. So 3 seconds remaining here in the half. The inbound to Cordova, and she'll just put a sidearm sling up at the buzzer. So we have played a half from here in Lovington. Clovis leading Lovington 33-23. We'll be back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show in just a moment. Lovington Lady Cat basketball continues on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
And welcome back to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. There we go. As tablets doing weird things. I'm TJ Miracle, of course. Lovington Auto Supply, Napa Know-How. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa. Get up and go. So a 33-23 lead for the Clovis Lady Wildcats over our Lovington Lady Wildcats in the first half. Let's take a look at the numbers in this one. It's been the R.A.E. Lewis show as she leads everybody 16 points in that first half. She has done the majority of the damage for Coach Jeff Reed's squad. 5 points for Gianna Cordova, 4 points each for Amanda De La Rosa and Kaylin Jefferson. Then you got 2 points for Aspen Ulabate and 2 points for Mackenzie Roche. Their leading rebounder right now is Roche. She has 4 rebounds for Clovis. 13 rebounds as a team for the Purple Cats. They go 8 of 13 from the free throw line in the first half. At one point, they were 8 of 9, but then missed their next 4 attempts. So Clovis turning the ball over 12 times in that first half. Got 19 points in the first, 14 in the second. That's how they get to their 33 on the board. Turning the page for your Lovington Lady Cats. Leading scorer right now is Liz Buendia. Liz has not gotten any rebounds yet, but she leads the scoring with 10. 9 points for Aubrey Aranda. All 9 of Aubrey's points coming from beyond the arc, and she and Buendia have the only 3-pointers for Lovington, so 9 points for Aranda, who also has 3 rebounds in the game. 2 points for Malaya Castro, a point for Ashlyn Barunda, and a point for Erlyn Salcido. Salcido is the leading rebounder with 5 for Lovington in that first half. Lovington out-rebounded by 1. They had 12 rebounds in the first half, but they were out-rebounded 9-6 in the second quarter. Lovington's free throw shooting woes continue tonight. First half, just 3 of 7, so under 50%. They also turned the ball over 12 times in the first half. So some work to do, but still manageable. Just a 10-point lead for the Clovis Lady Wildcats. I would imagine Coach Chief Bridgeforth is telling them you've got to hang on to the basketball. They've had some trouble. They've traded turnovers a couple of times, and when they've had clean turnovers, they have not been able to get the transition game going. They've had some breaks and some fast breaks and some chances, but they've just missed the point-blank layups, just not finishing those layups. You have those finished. Clovis is probably still in the lead, but it's probably a 5 or 6 pointer instead of a 10-pointer. So take care of the basketball. Be patient. Sometimes it almost looks like the Lovington Lady Cats are trying to force things a little bit out there. They're letting Clovis disrupt their rhythm, and they can't have that. Play your game. They've got the ability to pass around quickly. Of course, I know, some penalties and things have happened. Some fouls going to be called. They will have another girl on the bench for the second half, as Carly Greben will be eligible to play in the second half after playing in the JV game, so that will give another set of legs out there as Lovington just running 8 girls tonight off on the roster, of course, with Schaus out injured and Carly Knapp not playing tonight either. So you can't worry about the short bench so much. You just got to worry about who you've got, and you've got to go take it to them. Lovington has really done a nice job defensively as they have slowed down Kaylin Jefferson. Only 4 points in that first half. She's averaging 12 per contest, so they're going to need to keep a hand and an eye on her, but they cannot let Lewis get loose and get free. She's already torched Lovington for 16 points, so you've got to find a way to tighten up the defense on her just a little bit, and you cannot lose her coming through the lane or on the baseline, or she will make you pay every single time. So the Lovington Lady Cats trailing by 10, 33-23, still with some work to do, but hey, they got plenty of time to do it. Still an entire half of basketball. And a quick update from the APS Metro Tournament, which is going on tonight up in Albuquerque. The voice of the Lady Cats, my partner in crime, Dawn Morgan, up covering that tonight on our sister station, Eagle 100.5, and the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel. Halftime of that one, and it looks like Hobbs all over West Mesa, 55-13 in that ball game. So it looks like the Hobbs Lady Eagles will be comfortably moving on to the second round tomorrow at 7:15. So congratulations to them, although there's still a long way to go in that game too. And we've still got a long way to go in this one. I'm glad to have you with us tonight from here at Wildcat Gym. Thanks to Tiff and Evie Stuber back at One Radio Square, keeping an eye and an ear on everything. Appreciate their work and support. Alina Muro also working tonight and training, so appreciate them keeping an eye and an ear on things. The Tatum Coyotes and Lady Coyotes in action tonight. The Lady Coyotes getting a big win earlier. I'll have to check in and see how the boys are doing up in Tatum on that one. That's on the Tatum Sports YouTube channel. So, yeah, best of luck to all of our teams. We got a full week of basketball for you from all of our Lee County teams. And we will put a wrap on your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me on this one, my friend, you're going to get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And we'll come back with the start of the second half as Lovington Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community of safety, caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us tonight as Dawn Morgan on assignment as we get ready for the start of the second half of tonight's matchup, a battle of the Lady Cats from here at Wildcat Gym. Clovis right now getting the better of it, 33-23. So Lovington back out on the floor. It will be the starting five. It'll be Castro, Barunda, Salcido, and Buendia. And it looks like you will have Roche, De La Rosa, Jefferson, Lewis, and Cordova on the floor for Clovis. So flip ends of the floor. And here we go as Malaya will inbound it into the backcourt. Pressure from Lewis as Buendia will take it into the front court. They try and trap her up. Liz will swing it over to Castro and get it inside to Salcido on the right base and up and in as Erlin will draw first blood for Lovington here in the second quarter. Lovington going to put on some pressure now, 33-25. As the throw into Jefferson and Salcido comes through and looks like she had the steal, but they're going to call her for the foul. That'll be her third personal. First team foul on Lovington here in the quarter. But Lovington is striking first. And a quick update, thank you, Tiff, on the Tatum boys. They are right now trailing Gateway. If I can get over to the right screen on that one. 14-6, and on the inbound it is a bad one and swatted away, and it'll be Lovington Lady Cat basketball. Thank you, Evie, for giving me the update on that. So Lovington basketball trying to cut into the lead of Clovis into the corner. for Barunda for 3. That one is off the mark, and it'll be Buendia with the rebound, her first. Liz will reset it as she will work against Jefferson. Buendia to Barunda, left wing, 3 on the way, and bang! Ashlyn Barunda finding the range and cutting it down to just a 5-point Clovis lead, 33-28, and a steal as Buendia with it causes the turnover, takes it to the rack and count the bucket and the foul. 14th turnover forced, and Liz gets it, takes it in. She's fouled by De La Rosa, her second personal, and she'll head to the line for the and one and a chance to chop this down to just a one-possession ball game. And timeout taken by Coach Jeff Reed, and we'll just keep it right here on the 32nd timeout as the Lady Cats have come out fired up. Next up for the Lady Cats after tonight, they will be in Ruidoso on Saturday. Our next broadcast for Lovington will be next Tuesday night, right back here at the friendly confines as they take on the Carlsbad Cave Girls. Next up for the Lovington boys, they've got a 3-day tournament up in Taos, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. As I can't all of a sudden get my scheduler to work here, as we will be here with the boys game on Tuesday night too against Carlsbad. So at the line for the and one, Buendia trying to get this to just a 2-point ball game as Liz bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, and it is good. And Lovington is back to within a bucket, 33-31. Good run to start things off as Jefferson almost tosses it away. There to save it is Cordova. She'll cycle it back around between the rings. Go to De La Rosa on the far sideline to Jefferson. Spin through the paint. That one going to be short-armed and off of the tip. It'll be Buendia, her second rebound in the ball game, but it is loose on the court, and they will call jump ball, and it'll be Clovis basketball. The first turnover of the half, and it winds up in the hands of Clovis. The referee going to come over. He wants to talk to De La Rosa and to Buendia. So it'll be Lewis to inbound it for Clovis off of the tie ball. 90 seconds gone here in the third. 33-31 Lovington on an 8-0 run to start this second half. Back to within a bucket. As it'll be Cordova actually switching out to inbound it. She'll push it in, get it to Roche. She gives it right back to Cordova, then to Lewis in the deep right corner. Her 3-ball on the way. That one is in and out. Roche with the rebound. Her putback no good, and it'll be Buendia with the rebound. Back down comes Lovington. A 3-ball on the way. WNBA distance for Buendia. No good. Rebound by Barunda. Her shot, her putback no good, but she gets her own rebound again, and she'll put it up and in. And just like that, a 10-0 run to start the half, and Lovington has tied this one up at 33 apiece. Lewis out of pressure, comes to the paint, runs into two Lady Cats, tries to split Barunda and Salcido. They're going to call that one on Ashlyn. That'll be her first personal, second team foul. And it'll put Lewis at the line to shoot 2. Her first trip to the line since the first quarter. She is 5 of 5, make it 6 of 6. Was hoping the announcer's curse might bite there, but it did not, as Aubrey Aranda will check in for Salcido. As Lewis at the line with 17 points, right at her season average. Trying to better that here in the third quarter. Her second one is up, and it is good. She is a perfect 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Now Aubrey will inbound it as Liz will bring it up right across center court. Into the front come the Lady Cats. Little man zone pressure from Clovis. Bounce it into Liz. Now get it over to Aranda from the right base, trying to get it inside. One too many passes, and it'll wind up in the hands of Roche. 14th turnover for Lovington. To Lewis into the corner. Ulabati for 3. That one is in and out. Jefferson with the rebound. Her putback won't go, and the ball goes out of bounds, and last touched by Clovis. It'll be Lovington basketball. 5:22 remaining in the third quarter. Nope, they switched it. It'll be Clovis basketball as Lewis to inbound left of her own bucket. Pushes into Roche in the left wing. Almost loses it. There to help her out and save it is Cordova. Cordova takes it to the free throw line, goes all the way through the paint. Lovington wanted to walk, not going to get it. Her shot is high, and it'll be Barunda with the rebound, her fifth. To Malaya, right wing for three. That one is off the mark, and it'll be the second rebound for Lewis. She'll push it forward to a breaking Jefferson, who will lay it up and in. Kaylin Jefferson now with 6 points and a quick 4-0 run now for Clovis, as they've retaken the 37-33 lead. Liz works against Jefferson, hands it off to Aranda. Aubrey now to Malaya. Malaya to the right lane, puts up a wild shot, goes hard to the floor, and it'll wind up in the hands of Ulabati when it's all said and done. Uses up the dribble, has to bounce it to Lewis. She goes around Castro and then splits traffic and up and in. 20 points in the ball game for Lewis. Buendia working against Jefferson. She'll take it to the left base, and a wild shot up and pushed out of bounds, and they're going to say that Liz touched it last, and so it'll be Clovis basketball. It didn't touch anything, so it'll wind up being the 15th turnover for Lovington. Barunda checks out, Salcido back in. Buendia coming out, Carly Greben coming in. Then you got Greben, Salcido, Cardenas also checking in for Lovington, Malaya, and Aranda. Changes coming in for Clovis, too. Ulabati and Petner. Ulabati still in the backcourt. Throw the fastball to Lewis, to Jefferson. Now trying to get it underneath and saved out to Lewis from the right corner for a three, and it is good. 23 points for Lewis. That kid is deadly. And just like that, Clovis is back up by 8, 41-33. They are on an 8-0 run after a 10-0 run for Lovington. Cardenas works against Ulabati, pushes over into the left corner, and they will call the charge on Louisa. Her first personal, 16th turnover on Lovington, and that is the third team foul on the Lady Cats. All of a sudden, things just not quite going the way of the Blue Cats. The Purple Cats have stretched it back out. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third. As Petner crosses the timeline, uses up the dribble to Ulabati. Lovington tries to trap her up. They'll get it to Lewis, and she will overthrow Jefferson. That'll be the 15th turnover for Clovis. So now it'll be time to see if Lovington can chip back into it. Malaya into Aubrey. Aranda will run the point. Across the big cat, takes it to the left side, hands it off to Cardenas. Louisa cycles left to right, give it off to Malaya. She works against Petner on her tight. To the free throw line, now over to Aranda. To Cardenas, to Malaya. Thinks about the long three. Now she'll work against Petner. Back to Louisa off of the pick. Louisa throws the fastball in off of Erlin, but it bounces right back into her hands. To Aubrey, right corner for three, and that one is in and out. Carly Greben underneath with the rebound, her first. Lovington will reset. Cardenas hippity-hop through the lane, and they will call the block foul underneath. They are going to whistle that one on Gonzalez, her first personal. Just the second team foul on Clovis. It is on the floor. So now Lewis going to check out and take a breather. And in her place will be De La Rosa. Cordova comes back into the ball game for Ulabati for Clovis. So Malaya will toss it in. Gets it to Carly. Back to Malaya. Fall away from 15. It is loose on the floor, and the rebound going to be made by Gonzalez, her third. Push it forward to Petner, and that one is up and in. Petner's first bucket of the ball game. And a 10-0 run now for Clovis makes it 44-33. It should be 43-33, and a foul the other way. Lovington should be going to the free throw line. Nope, they're going to say it's on the floor, as they are going to call the block foul. Let's see who they put it up on for sure. They're going to call that one on Gonzalez, her second personal, third team foul. They're going with 44-33, so I guess I'll go with that. Oh, the high inbound, and that one is tipped away into the hands of Petner, as Clovis will bring it back down to a breaking Jefferson, and her bucket is good. Jefferson now with 8 points in the ball game, and she is fouled. They will call the push foul on Aubrey, her third personal, fourth team foul on Lovington. And so at the line for the and one, as Clovis trying to stretch it out, is Buendia, Barunda, and Myra prepare to check back in for Lovington. So Jefferson at the line for the and one. She is 2 of 3 from the free throw line. And trying to stretch things out here. Jefferson bends the knees, puts it up, and that one no good, and it'll be Salcido with the rebound. That'll be her 6th. So now time for Lovington to see if they can chip back into it. Full court pressure is on, and Buendia loses it into the hands of Petner, who will take it coast to coast and up and in. All of a sudden, Lovington having trouble hanging on to the basketball. And it is 48-33, and a whistle sounds. And we are going to have a block foul called. They're going to put that up on Petner. That'll be her third personal. 4th team foul on Clovis. So Lovington basketball. Pardon me, from in front of the Clovis bench. All of a sudden, Clovis has gone on a 15-0 run. Inbound will come to Buendia. Roche on her very tight, uses up the dribble, gets it to Barunda, to Castro, and a bad cross-court pass, and another takeaway as Lewis to the front court with 1:40 remaining here in the third. 15-0 run for Clovis after a 10-0 run for Lovington. Toss it into the deep right corner. Back to Lewis on the give and go. She will miss the point-blank layup, and it'll go out, and last touched by Gonzalez. It'll go back into the hands of Lovington. As Buendia is down on the floor, and she is not feeling good. As the training staff will come out, she's holding a leg. You don't like to see that, and she doesn't look like she is feeling good. With the injury on the floor, we will take a timeout. 90 seconds to go in the third, and it is Clovis 48, Lovington 33. All right, Buendia is up. She's all right. No, we will just keep it right here. Pardon me. Buendia up. I think maybe just got things overextended a little bit as Abigail Schaus comes over and offers her some thoughts. So she'll sit for a few minutes. Lovington trailing by 15. Castro to Castro. Malay in the backcourt works against Roche. Pushes it forward to Aubrey. Aranda losing the basketball, and that'll be turnover number 20 for Lovington. Push it forward to Lewis, who got behind everybody, and up and in. As Lewis continues to just put on a show. To Myra. Throw the fastball to Salcido. Now into the right corner for Malaya. She makes a nifty little move and will pop the three from the right wing. Malaya Castro, her first tray of the ball game, and it breaks a 17-0 run for Clovis. Coming near side to Lewis from the left wing. That one is off the arc, and it'll be Myra with the rebound, her second. 50-36, Lovington trails. As Aubrey throws the fastball to Barunda, gives it right back to Aranda. Now give it over to Myra in the deep right corner. Back to Malaya, then to Barunda. She'll take it on the left base and bouncing around. Not going to fall, and the rebound going to be made by Gonzalez, her fourth. And we've got girls tangled up the other way as back down comes Clovis, and banking it high off the glass is Cordova. She's got 7 points, and now it is Barunda down, not feeling good. Gets up under her own power. Now she's going to walk it off and shake it off, but too big a quarter so far for Clovis. Lovington having trouble shaking that off. 12 seconds remaining here in the third. Clovis 52, Lovington 36. Lovington was down by 10. Went on a 10-0 run and had this one tied as Buendia comes back out on the court. That is good to see. Liz will direct traffic, but then Clovis goes on a 17-0 run that just got broken by Lovington. Into Myra, back to Malaya, give it to Liz with 8 seconds to go. Push it forward to Salcido. Salcido has it popped from behind by Jefferson, who knocks it away and out of bounds. So Lovington will reset. Buendia right of the own bucket. She'll get it into Malaya. WNBA 3 top of the arc, and that one is off the mark and out of bounds with 7/10 of a second remaining here in the quarter. So on the inbound, that will do it for the third quarter as a whistle sounds. And nope, they're going to make them inbound it again. Well, I think both coaches were ready to go to the fourth quarter, but so Clovis will inbound it with 7/10 of a second remaining. 7/100 of a second. I'm going to learn how to carry my deal there. And Lewis at the buzzer puts up the 3 ball, and it is no good. So we head to the fourth. It is Clovis 52, Lovington 36. Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And the Lovington Lady Cats will head to the fourth quarter, trailing the Clovis Lady Wildcats 52-36. Lovington a 10-0 run to start the third quarter, but then Clovis tore off a 17-0 run. So Lovington with a hole to dig out of once again. Now trailing by 16. I'm TJ Miracles flying solo tonight. Dawn Morgan on assignment. You will have the starting 5 on the floor for the Lovington Lady Cats as Buendia gets it in the backcourt, uses up the dribble, gets it over to Ashlyn as Barunda takes it to the right block, puts up a little underhand scoop, no good, and the rebound by Lewis. No, Lewis will push it forward. Roche, it is off of her hands and into the hands of Lovington. That is Malaya as Castro back the other way, put it up and count the bucket and the foul. As they will call the block foul on Lewis, her second personal. First team foul in the quarter. And Lovington strikes first here in the fourth as Malaya off of the turnover gets the bucket. She's got 7 in the ball game. So a chance to see if they can cut it down. They're going to have to go on a big run just like they did at the start of the third. And Malaya will get that one to rattle it home. Then the defense is going to have to hold. Now on the inbound, pressure comes and off of the leg of Myra. Oh, they're going to say it was off of the sideline before Myra got a leg on it. So Clovis with 2 quick turnovers, and Lovington with 7.5 minutes to go continues to try and chip into this one here in the fourth. 52-39. 13-point Purple Cat lead as the Blue Cats try and come back. To Buendia in the offensive zone. She works against Jefferson in front of the Lovington bench with Malaya back to Buendia. Throw the fastball into Salcido and almost slips but manages to push it over. Then she'll set the pick as Buendia thinks about the step back now to Malaya, back to Liz. Liz top of the arc, throw it into Ashlyn, the little underhand scoop, no good. But it'll be Malaya with the rebound, her first. Lovington resets. There's the bump by Roche, no call. Throw it into Salcido, and too hot to handle and out of her reach and out of bounds. Turnover number 21 for Lovington, but got pretty good movement there. They need to stay patient on offense as Petner and Ulabati will come in for Clovis. Petner, Ulabati, Jefferson, Lewis, and Roche on the floor for Clovis. Petner will run the offense, and stolen away by Barunda. Another turnover forced as Ashland will take it coast to coast off the steal and up and in. Barunda with 8 points in the ball game. Lovington back to within 11 as Lewis weaves through traffic, slips to the floor, but pushes it forward into the hands of Jefferson, who now has 10 in the ball game. Just kind of indicative of the game of even when you fall down, somebody's right there to save you. That's kind of been how it's been for Clovis this game. To Malaya, push it over to Myra. Uses up the dribble, needs some help. Back to Malaya under pressure from Petner. Gets it inside to Salcido. Bump, no call. Erlin turns around, puts it up, no good. And Malaya with the rebound. Hirsch put back, not going to fall. And Erlin with the rebound, no good. Lovington with 4 chances at the bucket right there, and they will call the push foul. They'll call that on Roche, her second personal. Second team foul on Clovis. Salcido at the line for 2. 3 points in the ball game, trying to add to it here. First one on the way, and no good. The score remains 54-41, a 13-point Clovis lead. As Lovington has come back once in this game, trying to do it again, and Salcido 50-50 from the line will get that one to fall. As timeout going to be taken by Coach Chief Bridgeforth. 6:03 remaining in the ball game. It is a 60. We'll take it with them. Clovis 54, Lovington 42. Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym as the Lovington Lady Cats taking the timeout as they try and fight their way back into this one with 6 minutes remaining in the contest against Clovis. 54-42 is the score. So they crawled back and clawed back from 10 down at half to tie it up in the third, but then Clovis turned on the Jets. Clovis right now led by Zari Lewis, as she's got 25 points in the ball game. Leads everybody, and she has done the most damage. It'll be Purple Cat basketball as Petner will corral that one off the inbound. Bounce it underneath to Roche and losing the basketball. And last touch, they're going to say by Cardenas. Cardenas providing good pressure by touching it last. So Lewis will inbound it from left of her own bucket. Looks to get it in, does at the 5 count, and into the hands of Carly Greben. So Lovington basketball forcing another turnover, and a whistle sounds, and the travel back the other way. So the teams trade turnovers. So force the turnover, but then the travel. So full court press is on for Lovington. Throw the fastball to Roche, and she'll bounce it. And Barunda almost manages to save it before it goes into the Clovis bench. Coach Jeff Reed telling his girls, what are you thinking? Coach Chief Bridgeforth telling them you've got to get in the lanes. Ulabate will inbound it. Petner will take it near side to far. Uses up the dribble. Gives it to Lewis. Top of the arc. She'll work it to the right side. Now crosses back over into the middle to Ulabate. 5.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Throw the fastball to Jefferson, left corner to Lewis, and her turnaround is no good. She's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. And they will call that one on Buendia. Or Liz, her third personal. Just the first team foul here in the quarter, but it will put Lewis at the line for 2. 25 points for Lewis. That kid has lit it up tonight, and that is her first miss from the stripe. She is now 7 of 8 from the free throw line, and the score remains 54-42. She's probably tired. Aubrey Aranda will come into the ball game for Luisa Cardenas. Greben, Barunda, Buendia, Aranda and Malaya Castro on the floor for Lovington. Second one for Lewis is up, and that one is off the mark, and it'll be Aubrey's fourth rebound of the ball game. She'll get it to Liz. Liz goes through, and the layup no good, but the foul going to get called, and so Buendia heads to the line. They'll call Ulabati for the block, her first personal, third team foul on Clovis. If Lovington can continue to attack and then start getting some free throws to fall, they could be right back in this one. Still plenty of time. They trail by 12. So Buendia at the line. Eyes the first, puts it up, and it is good. 54-43. Lovington back to within 11. Buendia with 14 points in the ball game. Looks to add to it. Liz's second shot is up, and she gets them both to fall. It's the way you want to do it. Get the cut into it with the clock not ticking to Petner, and whistle sounds, and timeout going to be taken by Coach Reed as Lovington's pressure forcing Clovis to take a timeout. It will be, I believe, a 30. Let's double check that. Yep, it will be a 30, so we will just keep it right here. Lady Cats trailing by 10, 54-44. I'm TJ Miracle. Up next for Lovington after tonight. The Lady Cats will be on the road in Ruidoso, and their gym is the land that technology forgot, so we will not have that game for you on Saturday. I believe it's Saturday. But they'll take on Ruidoso for their next game, their next home game, and our next broadcast will be 1 week from tonight with the boys here too, as the Carlsbad Cave Girls and Cavemen will be in town next Tuesday night right here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. So out of the Clovis timeout, it'll be Purple Cat basketball as Petner will get the inbound to Lewis, underneath to Jefferson in the right lane, and that one going to fall off the mark, and Greben with the rebound, but then the ball goes loose on the court, and are they going to call jump ball? They'll call jump ball, and it'll stay Clovis basketball. So Carly gets the rebound, but then turns it over, and it'll be Clovis basketball. But fighting for the rebound under there, Lovington doing what they can. Credit for Clovis, they tied it up and knew the possession arrow was going their way. So Lewis will inbound it from left of her own bucket. Pushes it in, she'll get it to Jefferson. Jefferson takes it to the free throw line, now to the high post. High off the glass with the shot, no good, and it'll be Carly with another rebound, her third. Greben to Liz, Buendia to the front court. Lovington down by 10. Give it to Malaya, give it to Carly. Right corner for three. That one is an air ball and into the hands of Lewis. Buendia on her very tight. She'll finally manage to break it through and get it across the timeline to Petner to Jefferson. Drives right base, then tries to get it to Lewis underneath, and it is off of the foot and into the hands of Buendia, or Barunda, who gets it and trying to get it to Castro to Buendia and just throws it away. Turnover number 25 for Lovington. 4:18 remaining here in the ball game. A 10-point Clovis lead. As new Clovis players checking in, that's Katie Archie. So Ulabati, Petner, Jefferson, Lewis, and Archie on the floor. Lewis pushing it, trying to get it inside and off the hands of Greben, who's played tight, tough defense out there. It'll stay Clovis basketball with 4:13 remaining in the game. So Lewis now from right of her own bucket on the right base pushes it to Jefferson in the high post, and she'll finally get one to go. Kaylin Jefferson now with 12 points and back up to a 12-point lead for Clovis. And Petner will swat that one away. Jefferson now after that bucket right at her season average of 12 points. So Lovington still with 4 minutes to play with. As into the ball game, it'll be Salcido and Malaya Castro. Then you've got Aranda, Buendia, Salcido, Barunda, and Castro on the floor for Lovington. Buendia trying to get it inside to Castro, and that one to Salcido. Erlin can't handle it, but Clovis tips it. It'll go out of bounds. So it'll stay Lovington basketball. Buendia to inbound it from the right baseline. Directs traffic, pushes it in to Barunda. Barunda top of the arc. Gives it back to Buendia. She'll cycle it around, loses the basketball off of her foot, goes into the backcourt. They're going to say tip. So Lovington catching a break there. Push it in to Barunda, and she'll drive and get fouled by a couple of Clovis Lady Cats. The question is, who's it going to be on, as they're going to whistle that one on Archie. Her first personal, and that is the 4th team foul. So now it will be up to Barunda to see what she can do from the free throw line. Ashland just 1 of 4 from the stripe and makes that one. 56-45. Ashland normally about a 70% free throw shooter, just now 2 of 5 from the line. So I'm going to try and get to 50-50. As the second one is on the way, and she will get to 50-50 from the line. And now 10 points in the ballgame for Ashland Barunda. Back to within 10, Lovington, and a bad pass, and that one is going to somehow be corralled on the far sideline by Ulabati. Back over to Cordova, and a whistle sounds as timeout going to be taken by Coach Jeff Reed. It will be a 60. 3:32 remaining in the ballgame. Clovis 56, Lovington 46. Back with more right after this on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
At Devon, they're proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of our communities. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 39.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball here from Wildcat Gym. I'm TJ Miracle. As out of the Clovis timeout, it'll be Clovis basketball. Lovington on a 10-4 run to start the 4th quarter, but they trail by 10 with 3.5 to go. Off the inbound, Ulabati to Archie. Then they'll throw the fastball to De La Rosa. She'll take it into the front court, uses up the dribble over to Ulabati on the right wing. The body comes near side to Cordova. Lovington going to give them a little bit of space as a whistle sounds, and we'll have an offensive foul called. Actually, no. Let's see who they put that on. Or are they just going to say a lane violation? Yep, just a lane violation. So it'll be turnover number 21 for Clovis. Too much time in the lane. So Lovington needs to take advantage. Into the right corner for Castro for 3. That one is off the mark. And it'll be Buendia who chases down the rebound, her 6th. Liz to the right elbow, tries to throw it in and saved to Barundu. Gets it to Salcido and Erlin up and in. So Lovington takes advantage of the turnover and will get the bucket. Back to within 8 as they break the pressure and will get it to Jefferson. Jefferson hits the ball stripped out. And nope, they're going to call Salcido for the foul. Nope, they decide that nope, she got the ball clean. It just went out off of Salcido. So it'll be Clovis basketball. So they'll get it in and right back to Lewis, who loses it but somehow gets it back, and she'll lean in against Erlin. And Coach Bridgeforth not a happy man about it, as they are going to call the hack foul. They're going to put that one up on Salcido. That'll be her 4th personal, just the 2nd team foul on Lovington. But it is Lewis at the line, already 25 points in the ball game. Back to an 8-point Clovis lead. Lovington trying to chip into it. Lewis trying to get it back up to 10, and she's got 26 in the ball game, makes the first. 57-48. Clovis already slightly over their season average for points. Lovington is going to have to find something with 2.5 minutes to go as Lewis gets them both. So back up to a 10-point Clovis lead. Now they're under pressure, and Jefferson will tip it away. And, they change it. So that'll be a turnover for Lovington. So Lovington will turn it over. 26 turnovers, way too many times losing the basketball as the inbound will come to Cordova. Yeah, one official had signaled it was still Lovington's. I thought Clovis had tipped that one, but the men in stripes didn't see it that way. But Aranda will just steal it right back. She'll get it to Buendia, underneath to Malaya, and up and in. Off the give and go, Malaya now with 10 points in the ball game. 58-50, and trying to save it. Jefferson back the other way. Trying to get it inside. They will to Lewis, and she'll lean through and put it up and in. Lewis putting on a show tonight. She's got 28 points. To Salcido, the high pass, and then she'll just throw it away. It'll go into the backcourt and out of bounds before anybody can get to it. Lovington just needing to take the deep breath here. Couple of turnovers for Clovis, 150 remaining, 60-50. They've still got time, but they're going to have to contest everything. So Lewis will inbound it, gets it to Cordova, and then she's going to get fouled immediately by Buendia, who just says, hey, I guess I can't guard that way, huh? This is what I was doing. Buendia picks up her 4th personal. That'll be the 3rd team foul on Lovington. I think Buendia did get a little bit of warning about the attitude, too. Don't want to get teed up here. So now Lovington going to come over as they'll get it to Lewis, and she's going to travel. Clovis wanted the, and Coach Reed is saying it was a foul. Nope, it looked like a travel. Picked up the pivot. So it'll be Lovington basketball off of the turnover. 1:45 to go, a 10-point Clovis lead. Lovington has got to figure it out and do it quickly. Buendia to the front court. Meets 2 Clovis girls. Now into the corner for Aranda for 3. That one is off the mark. Salcido with the rebound, her 8th. Her putback no good, and it'll be Roche who comes through with her 6th board of the ball game. That's a big one for Clovis. Under 90 seconds to go as Roche going to get fouled as she flops to the floor before they can tie her up. As they will call the hold foul. Are they going to call that on Barunda? Yes, they are. Ashland's 2nd personal, 4th team foul on Lovington. So out of fouls to give as the inbound to Cordova. Cordova into the offensive zone. Lovington trying to trap her up. Jefferson there, and they'll get it over to Lewis, and her shot is up, and they will call the block underneath. And Barunda, that'll pick up her 3rd personal, and that will put Clovis in the double bonus. And with Lewis going to the line, that'll pretty much do it. She's got 29 points in the ball game. And looking to put the capper on this one. So Lewis at the line, puts up the first and gets it. She's got 30 in the ball game. And 1:13 to go in the contest. Lovington has had their opportunities, just not able to capitalize on them. As Cordova checks out and Petner will check in. Lewis at the line for 2. Barunda, Salcido, Buendia, Aranda, and Castro on the floor for Lovington. Now 62-50 as Petner with backcourt pressure on Buendia. Gets it to Aranda, to Barunda. Barunda, top of the arc to Buendia. She'll drive in and be partially blocked, and she'll go to the line for 2. So they will call the push foul. They're going to whistle that one on Petner. That'll be her 4th personal. That will put Lovington in the double bonus. So at the line, Buendia to shoot 2. Trying to get it back to a 10-point game as waiting to check into the game is Cardenas as Liz gets the first one up, and it is good. And a final score coming out of the Metro tournament. The Hobbs Lady Eagles handling West Mesa 75-33. So congratulations to the Lady Eagles on that one. And the Tatum boys have come back, and they are leading 30-28 late in the third quarter of that game from up in Tatum. Second on the way for Buendia, and it is good. So back to a 10-point Clovis lead. Full court press is on. Cardenas forcing the bad pass, and Jefferson tries to save it, but it'll be another turnover for Clovis. They're 24th in the contest. 62-52 is the score. As timeout going to be taken with 57 seconds to go, and Lovington will take the timeout. So we'll take it with them. Clovis 62, Lovington 52. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and right here on HobbsAmerica.com.
Go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
And back here at Wildcat Gym out of the Lady Cat timeout, it will be Lovington basketball as Coach Chief Bridgeforth trying to draw something up and trying to figure out 10 points in 57 seconds. As Castro will inbound it, she'll get it in to Barunda. Back to Castro as Malaya, and she's going to run in, and they are going to call the charge on Malaya. Yep, she went through there like a bull in a china shop. That'll be her second personal, and it will be another turnover for Lovington. Greben, Buendia, Castro, Aranda, and Barunda on the floor for Lovington. Jefferson, Ulabati, Cordova, Lewis on the floor for Clovis. Lewis gets the inbound, and Lovington tries to trap her up. Roche will save her. Comes back to it now to Cordovas. Lovington tries to trap her up. Back to Lewis. She'll throw it underneath, and Greben will knock it away. Good job by Carly to get in the passing lane as they were trying to come near side to get Ulabate by herself in the back door. But it stays in Clovis's pause, and they'll get it to Cordova, now to Roche. They can pretty much just run things out from here, up by 10 with 34 seconds to go. Push it to Ulabate, left corner for three, and it is good. Ulabate now with 5 points in the ball game. Lovington back down with Buendia. Buendia to Malaya, right wing for three. That one is off the mark. And Ulabate with her third rebound of the ball game, and she will overthrow Jefferson, who turns on the Jets, corrals it, and will put it up and in. Jefferson now with 14 points in the ball game, 67-52 with 4, with 3, with 2, and at the buzzer, rattle it home, bang! Liz Buendia takes it home for her 20th point of the ball game, but it is too little, too late, as Clovis victorious 67-55 over Lovington. We'll take a quick timeout, come back and wrap this one up. Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
And welcome back to your Lovington Lady Cat postgame show here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com as Clovis knocks off Lovington tonight 67-55. Just too much Clovis a couple of times in that game where Lovington had trouble finding some offensive rhythm. Let's take a quick look at the leading scores in this one. We will start with Clovis. 2 scores in double digits tonight. Zarai Lewis just ripped the Lady Cats to shreds tonight. 31 points, doubling up pretty much her season average. Kaylin Jefferson with 14 points in the ball game, and that did it. Clovis 14 of 22 from the free throw line. They only had 22 rebounds in the game. Roche was their leading rebounder with 6. So Lovington winning the rebounding battle. 24 turnovers in the contest for Clovis, but Lovington having trouble capitalizing on it. For Lovington, 3 Lady Cats in double digits tonight, led by Liz Buendia. She had 20 points in the game. 10 points for Ashlyn Barunda, 10 points for Malaya Castro. Just missing double digits, Aubrey Aranda with 9 and Erlyn Salcido with 6. Salcido also the leading rebounder tonight. She had 8 boards in the ball game. Collectively, Lovington 28 rebounds. They won that battle, but they lost the turnover battle. 28 turnovers in the game. Go 12 of 17 from the line. Much better than last night, but just too little, too late. So Lovington will fall to 11-4 on the year. Clovis will improve to 11-3. Next up for Lovington will be it's either Friday or Saturday. I'll have to check the calendar right quick if I can find it, because it always seems to disappear exactly when I need it. Why is it that things work that way? But yeah, on the 12th they're going to be taking on Ruidoso from up in Ruidoso, and our next broadcast for the Lovington Lady Cats will actually be 1 week from tonight as they take on the Carlsbad Cave Girls at 5:30 right here at Wildcat Gym. The boys will play afterwards. The boys are on the road to a 3-game tournament this weekend up in Taos. Best of luck to Coach Casey Pack and his squad in that one. So girls and boys next Tuesday night here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. And with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on it. It was close early, but just managed to stretch it out a little bit later in the game in the third and fourth quarters to give themselves the 67-55 lead. For Tiff Stuber and E.B. Stuber back at One Radio Square, keeping an eye and an ear on things for Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Wildcat Gym. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching Lovington Lady Cat Basketball from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody.